War and murder aside, name a more oppressive historical or current government than modern-day Victoria, Australia. Victoria, Australia has been in lockdown since March. Police can now enter your home without a warrant. You can only exercise outside for 1 hour per day max. Only one person may leave the household per day. Friends and family cannot visit each other. There is a forced 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew. They are issuing huge fines, including a $1,652 fine if you're outside without a valid reason. Citizens must show a permit to go to work. Police and military stop people and question them as to why they're outside. They're giving near $5,000 fines for breaching quarantine, $20,000 fines on the second offense, $200 fines for not wearing a mask. Masks are mandatory everywhere, even outside. We have seen video of people getting arrested and even choked and tackled for not wearing a mask. Masks will likely be mandatory for many years to come. You cannot go more than 5 kilometers from your home for any reason except work. People can't even leave the state and live somewhere else. Borders are locked with police checkpoints. Over 3,000 people were placed in house arrest for more than 2 weeks. Daniel Andrews has said his goal is to do damage to the economy. Protests are forbidden. Organizers were arrested for even planning a protest. The protest hadn't even gone ahead yet. The ADF, that's the Australian military, has been deployed and are knocking on people's door and interrogating people on the street. Weddings are illegal. Gatherings of more than 2 people are illegal. Protests are illegal. Over $5.2 million in fines have been given out in Australia so far.
We have Operation Sentinel, which is every day 500 police officers out and about, tasking, checking populous places, knocking on doors, a whole range of things. We have Operation Sentinel 2, which is the vehicle checkpoints, 8 vehicle checkpoints right around the restricted area, those permanent ones where we're checking the access and egress right throughout the state. We have Operation Shielding, 160 transit police officers, transit protective services officers, I should say, and 80 police officers from transit who are out there every day, and they're making sure that there's public assurance, they're checking who should be in proper areas, and they're enforcing as you would expect them to be doing so. In addition to that, we have Operation Ribbon as well, which is our family violence operation. So there's a whole range of different areas, including Operation Soteria, where we're helping enforcement at quarantine hotels.
This is a video of a guy in Australia who just wants to step outside of his apartment complex and get some fresh air. And here's how the Australian authorities respond to him.
What are you doing, mate?
I'm trying to go for some fresh air.
Not allowed to go. So put your mask back up, please, mate.
Mask on?
Mate, put your mask on. You've got to go back inside.
I'm trying to go for some fresh air, man.
Yeah, I get that, man, but
It's been 7 days, man.
yeah, but you're meant to be inside, right? It's not safe for you to be going
I'm
outside.
negative at the moment.
7 days. He's been locked in for 7 days where he lives by the police. Think about that, guys.
That's fine, mate. I get
Why would I
that.
stay inside when people are positive?
I get that you said that you're negative, but you can't be walking around the building. You need to go back upstairs. You need to go back to your room. Okay?
First is my house, one.
We need to go back to your house then.
Two, I'm trying to go for fresh air. Literally, I've been stuck in the house for 7 days now.
I know.
And
I
I'm
know.
negative. You guys actually, it's going to be more cases, literally. There's positive people here.
And I get that you're saying that you're negative, but the whole building, regardless of who's negative and who's positive, is in lockdown.
So you
You
guys
need to
aren't
go
even
back to your
taking the
house.
people that are positive out of the building.
This building is in complete lockdown. No one's going in or out.
You guys allow a chick to go for a dog every day to go for a walk.
I haven't been here. I haven't let anyone out.
Every day I see a dog coming out here with the dogs to go for a walk. And you guys announced in the Daniel government, they announced that you can go for 6 miles walk. So I'm asking 3 officers to come with me. I just want to go for some fresh air.
You're not allowed outside, mate. That's the instructions. Mate, where are you going? Don't go out the other door.
Don't go out.
Don't touch me, bro.
Don't go out, mate.
See?
Go back upstairs.
See
You've been
this,
told.
man?
You've
See
been
this?
told.
Go
buddy.
back upstairs.
Oh,
Back
see this?
upstairs, please, mate. Come to your room. Excuse me.
Bro, I want to go for some fresh air, man. That's...
They're keeping people locked down in their apartment complexes by force. They're not allowed to leave, guys.
Yeah, you guys can come with me if you guys want to.
But you're not allowed outside.
Our instructions are that you
Why
go
you
back
guys...
to your house.
Why did they announce that you can go outside?
I'm just giving you our instructions. Our instructions
Let
are...
me talk to the DHS people.
You can call DHS.
Call them on the phone, okay? The problem is that you're not allowed to leave from this hotel.
You can follow everywhere I go, and walk out the door. Let me just go for fresh air. Outside there. I'm going to stand right there.
You have to go back up.
I'm going to
We've
stand
asked
right
you.
there.
We've
I'm going to
asked
stand
you.
right there.
We've
where
asked
the
you.
office is.
No, come on.
Unfortunately,
Can you guys not touch me? Am I touching you guys?
I'm not
Am I
touching
touching you guys?
No, because
Then
you're
what
not
is
listening
that? I'm going to stand right there.
because then you are touching it.
Do you listen to us?
Bro, I've been listening to the instructions for 7 days. I haven't gone outside for fresh air.
We're still giving you the same instructions.
No, you guys are treating me like a fucking prisoner, man.
We are not.
Oh, really? So I can't walk out right there, just there.
We're not treating you as a prisoner, but you can't leave. You're on lockdown.
Just
Not
there.
allowed outside. They're the
I'm fucking negative.
Mask on.
I'm negative. What are
I
you
don't
going to
care.
get? What are you going to
What
get?
if it turns positive tomorrow and you've had contact? We're all being
Oh,
safe.
so you guys are trying to get me
Listen.
positive, right?
No,
That's why you guys want me to stay here with people that are positive.
We're all being safe.
How are you guys being safe? I'm with people that are
You will be
positive.
safe if you remain in your area, in your room, okay?
Go back up to your house, mate.
It is
Call
a directive.
DHS.
But I've called them.
Call
Stop
DHS.
you guys. You guys, every day you guys tell me the same thing.
your
One officer
mask?
told me,
Over
cut
your
my
nose.
mouth.
Thank you. Thank you. It wasn't. Thank you.
Oh my God.
You're not alone.
God, man.
We all need to work together to get through this,
Work with me
okay?
here, because literally
We are
every day.
not
Okay, listen.
able to allow you to put the mask up in our...
How is it that every day some girl can just walk her dogs out every day?
How
Every
is
day.
it that you're coming
The
back
dogs have more rights than I do.
and even arguing about this when you already know what the answer is?
These people, man. Hey, you know what? Just arrest me and take me out of the building.
You're not going out, mate.
Just take me out of the building. Take me out of this fucking building.
Upstairs, come on.
On a daily basis, they will be enforcing throughout the day, but importantly of a night time as well. We will have now, because of the curfew, we'll have significant police and PSOs out there, not just in vehicles and doing, if you like, static checks, but we'll have vehicle checkpoints where we'll set them up at random places and keep rolling them around Melbourne. So the potential, the opportunity for someone to be detected who isn't supposed to be out and about is significant. In the last week, we've seen a trend, an emergence, if you like, of groups of people, small groups, but nonetheless concerning groups who classify themselves as sovereign citizens, whatever that might mean, people who don't think the law applies to them. We've seen them at checkpoints, baiting police, not providing their name and address. On at least 3 or 4 occasions in the past week, we've had to smash the windows of people in cars and pull them out of there so they could provide their details.
Turn the vehicle off. Turn the vehicle off.
No, thank you.
Turn the vehicle off. Turn the vehicle off.
No, thank you.
Turn the vehicle off.
Because they weren't telling us where they were going. They weren't adhering to the Chief Health Officer guidelines. They weren't providing their name and their address. We expect you to adhere to the Chief Health Officer guidelines. If you don't, we will be enforcing those. We will issue infringements. We will arrest you. We will detain you where we have to. We now have significant new, if you like, infringement, not powers, but in penalties in the infringements. And for those who are not at home when they should be self-isolating, when they should be quarantining, and we conduct those checks, we'll issue those infringements.
He's choking me! He's choking me! What the fuck? Oh! Get off of me! Get off! Let go of his vest. Let go of his vest. He's fucking choking me! He's choking me! What the fuck? Let go of his vest. Get the fuck off me! Get the fuck him! Stop! Fuck you, bitch! Get the fuck off me! What are you doing? Just You're fucking choking me, dude! What the fuck? You're fucked in the head! You're fucked! What the fuck are you doing to me? What have I done? What have I done? You just tell me what the fuck I've done! What have I done wrong? You just kicked me in the chest.
Yeah, but you're choking her. There's a man on a girl, and you choked her. For what? For a mask? For not having a mask? Look how pathetic you are. She doesn't have a mask. Are you serious? Just for not having a mask?